episode 3515, How to Overcome What You Don't Know.
Moms, it's time to rediscover, rejuvenate, and renew who you are in mind, body, and spirit. Welcome to Create Your Now, Your Best Selfie, the show to help you do just that. Here's your host, certified life coach, personal trainer, and nutritionist, Christiane Wargo.
Happy day. Are you ready to change your mindset? Oh, come on. I know you want to go after that dream. And so you know what? You can do it. I believe in you. But first, you have to learn how to overcome what you don't know. For those of you who are brand new to Create Your Now, welcome to this incredible family. I'm so delighted of your presence. If you already had the opportunity, you'll want to head on over to createyournow.com, where you can learn more and sign up for the Kisses newsletter, the Keep It Simple strategy, everyday solutions to live, love, and impact. Well, this episode is brought to you by AIM, Inspiring Connection and Community. You know, fear is a real thing, and fear can hold you back from living your dream. But what if you could learn how to overcome what you don't know so you can do what you're meant to do? I'm here to tell you, you're made for more. But here's the thing. People fight fear daily. They lean into it more than attempting to divert themselves by doing what they do know. It's like, I want to hold on to this fear because, this is awesome. It feels good. No, it doesn't. It doesn't feel good, but we know what it feels like. And so we hold on to it. We don't want to jump to anything else. Even though we really want something else, we're okay with knowing and doing what we know and not dealing with what we don't know. Well, lately, I've been doing what is right in front of me. Yeah, it's kind of weird. I've got a lot of moving parts right now. And if I listed it all out, you'd be like, Christiane, it's a little bit crazy. And I'm like, yeah, I know. It really is. And as I have been doing what's right in front of me, it's all about no overthinking or overwhelming my thoughts. It's simply looking at what needs to be done next. And when you do that, it brings and breeds clarity in the to-do list because there isn't one. You don't have to make this whole thing in this list. It's like, okay, I know I'm doing this, so this comes next. And after I'm done with that, I know this comes next. Now, that doesn't mean I can't write a to-do list, but it's not the Santa Claus to-do list, right? You know, all the names that you have to check out twice and all of that. No, it's here's my list. I check it off. Next. And then you rinse and repeat. But I find it very interesting. Our minds can overcomplicate things so much to the point of shutting our minds off due to the fact that we don't like change and prefer routine, even if that routine holds us back. Because we know what it feels like. We're comfortable. We don't want to get our butt out of that lazy boy recliner. But at some point, we have to get through the whole idea of, life is simpler than we make it. And we can do what we need to do. We can overcome what we don't know. We can make this fear dissipate as long as we do what's next. That is your Kiss to Keep It Simple strategy. Do what's next. It can't get any simpler than that. If you're washing your dishes and you've rinsed them, because I'm old school, I rinse my dishes before I put them in the dishwasher. Because I don't care what detergent I buy. I don't care how awesome of a dishwasher I have. And by the way, I have 3 of them. Yes, I do. In my house, I have 3 dishwashers. I'm not making it up. It's not my 3 children that still live with me. It's actually 3 dishwashers. And it doesn't matter. It does not clean them as well as I want them clean when I rinse them and then put them in the dishwasher and then have them sterilize them and clean them. I know I've tested. I've watched the commercials. I've read the stuff. I've made sure that we've got the best dishwashers. But let me tell you, there's nothing better than hand washing. And so when I'm doing the dishes, I know that, okay, I'm just going to wash these and rinse these off. No big deal. Put them in. But if I've got something with spaghetti sauce or something greasy, I put a little detergent on it because I want that off of there. I want to make sure it's completely gone. So when I put it in the dishwasher, it doesn't have that stained look of, that red line. I know. And it even gets on some of my glass jars where if you have something that sits on there and it doesn't get baked in, but it gets kind of baked on. And I just don't like it. It just drives me crazy. But that's what's next. And then after you've loaded your dishwasher, what do you need to do now? You need to put the dishwasher detergent in it. All right. And then you close it and then you turn it on and set it to whatever specifications you want. You do what's next. But we don't stand there at the kitchen sink and say, I'm going to wash this glass. Now I'm going to rinse it. Wait, I got to check those 2 things off my list. Great. I got the 10 dishes loaded in the dishwasher. Now what do I do? Look at the list. Oh yeah, this is what I do. No, we just do it. You see, what's happening is our minds become freaked out because we freak ourselves out because of what we don't know. Instead of jumping in and saying, you know what? I know what to do. What's next? And when I don't know what's next, I'm going to learn it. I'm in the middle of that right now. We're doing some crazy, awesome things. And there are moments, I kid you not, that I say there's no way we can do this. There is no way we're going to accomplish this. I do. It's a horrible talk in my head. It's a conversation with myself. And then I think of you and I'm like, I've got to figure a way. Because I know this is what they've been asking for. So we're jumping in. And then I'm like, all right, we got this. And I go strong. And it's a couple days, maybe 48 hours, 52 hours. And then all of a sudden, brick wall again. I'm like, seriously. And my mind's like, you can't do this. There's no way. What are you thinking? You're dreaming too big. You got to pull back a little bit. Maybe, no. Maybe you just need to not do it at all. In fact, why do any of it at all? Maybe you should just quit. Oh yeah, I've had that a few times this summer too. And then the past 3.5 weeks have been go. And I've made some major decisions and I'm like, this is crazy. But it's like, I know it's right. The little engine that says, I think I can is more like, I know I can. But then I get on this hill and I'm like, oh my goodness, I don't know that I think I can because I don't know. But you know what I know? I need to do what's next. What hill are you on? Are you going uphill or downhill? Or maybe it's just at a steady pace right now. There's not really a hill. Just kind of going straight. You're cruising. Well, whatever it is, you got to do what's next. So what does it look like in real life? There's 3 things that I believe that if you really want to overcome what you don't know, you have to have presence, clarity, and action. So let's first talk about presence. You got to do what is right in front of you. Don't try to make things worse than they are. Don't try to make things more complicated. Don't try to over-dramatize life. Don't try to be the crazy person that says, I'm going to create the brick wall because, I want an excuse, so I'm just going to create the brick wall in my mind. Do what's next. Jump in and do what's next. Don't hesitate. Now make wise choices here, okay? We're not talking about being radical and crazy and you're not putting a lot of thought into things, okay? You're thinking things through, so use your head. But it all comes down to your presence. You got to do what's next, what's right in front of you. And then after you are present, then you can look at your clarity. Know where you're going. You see, clarity is your internal battery for your GPS system. If you know what you want, then you know what's next. And that gives you a simple next step. No complications, just clarity. It's like, okay, I know where I'm going. I know where I'm headed. Oh, wait. And if there's a little bit of a hiccup, a little bit of delay, no big deal. You take a detour. Okay, we'll figure this out. Something didn't work. It's an experiment. Great. We'll make some changes. But when you know where you're going, clarity's it. The I think I can, I think I can, I think I can becomes I know I can, I know I can, I know I can, because I do what is next. I can't say that very fast. Do what's next, do what's next, do what's next. It's a little bit of a tongue twister there. Presence, clarity. And then finally, number 3, action. Take aim on what's next. Action ignites motivation. You can't sit here and say, oh, yeah, I know what I'm going to do. But you're still with the big B-U-T-T in that lazy boy recliner. And you're just hanging out. No, get off your butt. Because otherwise, you're going to find yourself still sitting there and nothing's going to change. But when you take aim on what's next, this is what keeps you going. Instead of fussing over how much you have to do, go do it. Go do it. There are no excuses or thoughts to bog you down, just an attitude to hit the ground running. Ready, fire, set. Ready, aim, fire. Ready, fire, aim. What is it for you? And a lot of people say different things. We used to do a challenge on that. You can actually still sign up for that challenge. Go to createyournow.com. It was a great little challenge. We did a 5-day challenge years ago, and it's still there. It's free. There's nothing to it. It'll walk you through it. It's got podcast episodes with it. It might kind of boggle your mind to a degree where it's, okay, what do I need to do that's next? Where am I headed? What needs to happen? And sometimes, did you ever remember that game? I love that word boggle, but it was, I believe it was actually called Boggle, Boggle, and it was a game, and you would spell words out, and it had, the letters, and you would shake it up, and they would fall into the squares, and you had to make something. Anyway, for all I know, I still have that game somewhere. I'm sure I do. It boggles my mind. Ha ha. We'll leave my comedic act for another episode. But seriously, we get boggled down by what we have to know and the details that we have to know. And you know why? And this is just my opinion. There is so much information that comes at us. There's so much at our fingertips that what happens is we stall ourselves because we think we have to know everything before we do it, instead of just sitting down and hitting record. I actually thought about going back and listening to my first episode. And can you believe I've never done it? Seriously, I'm being honest. Why? Why do you think I've never done it? Because I did it the first time, which led me to the second, the third, the fourth, the fifth. And now we're over 3,500, 3,570 episodes, whatever it is, crazy. Remember, we have some episodes in there that aren't numbered. We had them with letters like fit and some other things in there back in the early days. That goes back 10 years. Kind of crazy thinking back that far. But it is something that is pretty magical in that, no, I just went to the next thing, the next thing, the next thing. Why? Because if I would have stayed always listening back to what I did, do you think I would have ever grown? No. Now, I make mistakes all the time. Sometimes I correct them. Sometimes I edit them out. Sometimes I don't. Just depends on my mood sometimes. Sometimes I want you to feel me in the raw. And most of the time, this is really in the raw. Because I believe you're sitting right here with me. I have big dreams for you. That your dreams come true. I don't do this because it's about me. I do this because I know God created you on purpose for a purpose. And He has divinely designed a plan for your life here on earth. And I want you to accept that challenge, whatever that challenge is. And I want to be the one to champion you. I want to be there to walk with you in your everyday as you live authentically God's way. It's not about doing life because I'm saying to do life this way. It's about saying, no, I want to do it God's way. And when you do that, let me tell you, the fear, it goes away a little bit. but usually it shows up in butterflies, more nerves than fear. Anything worth doing is going to cause a little bit of concern chemically in your body. You may feel a little anxious or nervous, but that doesn't mean you can't do it. And let me tell you, the more you do it, the better you get. I would hope over these past 10 years, now we're moving into 11 and soon 12. I mean, it's crazy to think about it that way. But hopefully I've gotten better over the years. I haven't just stayed the same. My stories have changed. Why? Well, because life continues, which makes it more entertaining, right? We've got sports. Are you watching your NFL, your college ball? Did your teams win this weekend? How'd they do? One thing I can tell you is this. Your favorite NFL team, if you watch football, they're not ever going to get to the other side unless if they actually go and play a game. They could practice and practice and practice all through spring training, take some time off, and then come back and get ready. But if they never play a game, will they ever know how good they are or how bad they are? They won't. How can you overcome what you don't know if you don't take aim? You can't. So today it changes for you. It's time. If you were to focus on presence, clarity, and action, where do you think you would be by the end of the week? Where do you think? It's not a holiday week, so you get 5 days this week. Technically, it's 7 days. But if you only want to work 5 days, maybe it's only 4 days for you, where do you think you'd be? Maybe you're working on a new business plan. Maybe you're wanting to be a writer and you're like, I want to get a book proposal, or I want to just get my ideas down on paper. Maybe, just maybe, you're like, no, actually, I just kind of want to do something that I love to do. I want to crochet and I want to have an Etsy shop. Great. Fabulous. What is it for you? If you were to really focus and be present and have that clarity and take aim on what you know needs to happen, where would you be? Well, I can tell you this. You'll be a lot further along than where you are right now. But you have to be willing to take the next step, because one step at a time leads to miles of greatness. So this journey that you're on, it's pretty incredible. It's probably actually more of an adventure than what you thought it was. So why not lean into it a little bit more? Why not gain a little bit more clarity? Knock down those brick walls. Tear down the weeds so you can see the trees through the forest. And know that with every step you take, greatness is in the making. Because let me tell you, there's no time like the present. Go in peace, be present, be incredible, be you. I love you so very much. I cannot wait to see you on the other side. Blessings, hugs, and lots and lots of love. We'll talk to you real soon. Have a glorious, blessed day. Bye-bye.
Feeling inspired, ready to train for life and love your journey? Visit createyournow.com for more incredible resources to help you along the way. We'll see you next time on Create Your Now, Your Best Selfie. And remember, always be sure you consult your physician before beginning any health and fitness plan.